Wow.
But when you want to gain sport prosthetic or some just improved
Bionic,
bionic
prosthetics
also
is
bionic
free.
yeah, some are free, but
Oh wow.
some ultra extra inclusive
Yeah.
prosthetics.
GTI, like
Yeah,
RS
it's
GTI
like
Turbo.
it's like if you compare that you're gaining some, I don't know, Mercedes and like
Extra features.
yeah,
Yeah.
and something else. But actually, the state program is quite good because you are gaining something like similar to Mercedes. But if you want something big, you should seek for money. But it's more than enough
Yeah.
what state gives you. But yeah, but so they give to him sport prosthetic because in his interview he stated that all his life he was admired to run a marathon. So his dream didn't came true yet because marathon is a huge distance.
Yeah.
But he actually already ran a half marathon. So
He's
yeah.
building up to it.
And
What was his name again?
Mikhailo Yurchuk.
Mikhailo Yuri.
So yeah, and also he was our first mentor in this rehabilitation center. We have a mentorship program where we involve patients who already rehabilitated in this rehabilitation center to become a mentor. It's like their constant job. It says they're like a social workers here. Currently, we have 4 mentors here. 3 of them are militaries who are rehabilitated here, and also we have one woman, Victoria. She's a civilian. She lost one of her lower limb in a car accident. Now, all of them are workers, and they like a chain between doctor, therapist, and a patient because they were there. They know how to deal with something. They know some mental problems with going to some difficulties in their rehabilitation. They're also doing some different events. They're inviting patients to those events. They're also making theater even. They are also making some educational programs for society, how to speak with the veterans, how to speak with the people who have prosthetics, how to speak with the people who have spinal cord injury, some difficulties in speaking with them, in dealing with them, how to deal with people who are blind, what is forbidden, what can cause some problems for them.
And you mentioned some of the injuries that you've seen from captured personnel. This is from torture and the way they've been treated in Russian captivity. You said some of them have lost their tongues. Their tongues as a result of that.
Some of them lost their tongues and other parts of the body. I know one patient who were in captivity for 3 years or something like that or more, and when he entered the captivity, he was wealthy. But when he was released from the captivity, they broke the spinal cord in the captivity, and now it's quite difficult for him. But he's very powerful man. He's singing now. He has never sang before the captivity. In the captivity, he started to sing, and even in the January, we created an event, thankful day for all our sponsors, and his song is. He had a performance to sing his song with a famous Ukrainian singer. Everyone was just overwhelmed, just surprised. What a voice! It's like something.
And in the strength.
It's appalling though to hear the I can't put it into words. You know, the barbarism and the terror that those guys are facing in captivity and the conditions and the torture that they're being subjected to. It's inhumane.
Also, last year we opened a center for survivors of captivity and torture. Wow. It's a mental health center initiative.
Yes.
It's something unique for Ukraine even now but only a few centers in Ukraine currently operating, something like that. I think in 1-2 years we'll be the best in the world.
You most probably are.
I wish it would never be,
Have happened,
yeah.
yeah.
But we have to deal with it. We have to seek somewhere an expertise in such questions, because it's quite difficult to find someone who has an expertise to exchange their experience in dealing with cases from captivity and torture. So, yeah.
It's heartbreaking to hear it. It's very heartbreaking. And it's very hard for us coming from the UK to hear such barbarism. But we've heard about it and
I've seen it.
Seen it.
I went to a military hospital in Kyiv in 2022 with Yaroslav, and we met some guys from Azovstal that were released, and they were in a real mess. They were really, really, really sick, and they've been treated terribly by the Russians. So it's not a one-off. These are not isolated.
Everyone. Some of them are after they're coming from releasing from captivity, they're coming like over emotional. They're just having a lot of energy, but in few months they're just going through some depression. But another part is coming with a depression, with this sad emotions, but later they're just overcoming all of it. So yeah, it's up to us.
And I think even though it's very distressing to hear it, you have to feel very, very powerful, because you have the means now to help them in the best possible way. And that's what we are seeing here today. It's an amazing place. It's very sad that it has to be this, but they need it, and you are offering it to them and giving it to them. And it's an honour for us to be here and speak to you and see what you are doing.
Yeah, they're suffering a huge physical and mental trauma as a result of their captivity, and it just shows you the level of depravity, that we're dealing with the Russians, and the lack of humanity and lack of compassion or regard for human life. And it's not. These are not isolated cases. We're seeing this time and time again with returning civilians and soldiers from Russian captivity, because there are many hundreds or even thousands of civilians still held in captivity by the Russians. They're not soldiers. They're not all soldiers. These are people who they picked up in occupied areas, and
also children who are transferred illegally to Russia.
Yeah, I mean, it's awful.
We have a lot to see.
Yes, yeah, we'll use you as long as we can keep you.
Like this. Yeah, it has to be like this because
Very tall. We'll have to squeeze.
maybe like this.
Very good. King of selfies.
Yes.
He's very experienced.
Yeah.
So this is the first floor, and say it's a it's a very bright, fresh, clean, modern environment.
We'll skip some because some of them are just words. It's from elevator.
Super.
It's also our mentor.
Dobry dzień.
My colleague is our mentor. Already rehabilitated. He has 4 amputations. He has 4 prosthetics on his.
Британія, оце окрема країна, і не говорить окремою мовою. wanna take?
У нас Україна і Закарпаття там.
Ні, то у нас так Україна і якась інша країна.
Англія чи Франція? Maybe you have some questions, but just one.
Well, he was a former patient, and now he mentors other patients about the possibilities and his experiences within Unbroken. And what does he feel the monk at Unbroken gave him? Дякую вам.
Я тільки сказав одне питання. Що, на вашу думку, дав найбільше Unbroken саме для вас?
Що мені дав, що я на такі питання стоїть на цьому, що я вийшов на такий рівень, мається на увазі.
Ну, просто, в чому найбільше допомога Unbroken саме для вас?
Колектив, спеціалісти.
It's like more like about the team, more like about the physical therapists, the community, like a family. He found like a new unofficial family.
Like the brotherhood of the army, I suppose.
Як братство в армії.
Super. Дякую.
This is the Harris.
Yes, no, please. Будь ласка. Дякую вам. So that was fantastic to bump into one of the people. This is a good lift. You can see everywhere. Just trying to connect to your Wi-Fi. Good. 4G. Wi-Fi would be better. Jack you up.
Center, Unbroken. So last year, second one department only for inpatients. So here we provide individual therapy, group therapy, also we have body therapy, art therapy also. We also have some beautiful wool where where patients can work with not only with their body, hands, legs, but they also can use their brain to spread their emotions on a white black background.
Wow. A working loom.
And there are some special protocols which can improve their curing their mental health diseases. So mostly here coming patients who have PTSD, contusions, like quite complicated trauma. It's like unvisible trauma of war. More complicated. Then it is some amputations or something, some physical trauma because you have to live with it for all your life. And also it's about captivity, torture. We also have a group therapy for women who are relatives to the militaries, who are like girlfriends, brothers, sisters, or some other who are coming here for a group therapy to exchange their feelings about something which is happening in their life, which exchange their experience in dealing with some similar problems which they have always in their life constantly in supporting for their husbands, relatives, or whoever it could be. Yeah, I will ask now whether the art therapy is open still.
Okay, super.
And I will,
It's a very modern, clean, modern, bright environment, and very peaceful. You can just hear the background music of music, and I could stay here for a long time sitting there, just especially using some of this.
therapy is currently closed because of the patient has a session there,
Okay,
so we cannot.
no problem. What sort of? I mean, is it painting? Is it sort of?
So we would have more specialized art therapy with art therapists, where they using a black background like this one,
Okay.
where they express their emotions by painting something,
Okay.
what they feel, and what is what is interesting. I wanted to show you some three pictures demonstrating the gradation of painting the military who were in captivity,
Right.
where he just came here. It's not only about his painting; it's also about how to encourage him to come to paint, because it's a military, 40+ men.
Mm-hmm.
How to encourage him to paint? Like, so his first paintings is like only a red thing on the black background.
Right.
There's nothing art therapists can tell about this people, this man, because it's only something like a blood.
Right.
And nothing else. But his second picture is quite similar to the first one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a red things on a black background with some strange people on the like over these paintings, and also one three words. It's like three word. It is not us. It's like in Ukrainian it's three words. Like Sademai. But that's the thing which art therapists can ask for the page from the patient. What does it mean? What how where did you saw it? How what is like your opinion on these words? Where did you find out it? What comes to mind when you are writing those things? But that's like in progress because he's expressing his brain feelings, and his third paintings was also quite similar to the second one, but it was a half of the paintings was the red thing with strange persons, and other part of the paintings was a house with a tree with a sun. It was colorful,
Mm-hmm.
and that was like and the art therapist was consulting with other therapists which are dealing with this patient, and they said yes, he's really improving.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was like 7 or 8 months of his rehabilitation, and it was a progress. They saw it because we have a multidisciplinary team which is working with each patient. Each
Mhm.
patient has the team which is working with him. It's like the joint team of surgeon, of physical therapists, occupational therapists, mental health therapists, psychiatric. So yeah, so all of them I just came to one mind that it's a progress, and the art therapy was a huge impact for that. Yeah, we also have an art workshop in our basement in the St. Pavlos Hospital, but it's more like a free space for everyone to create everything they want to paint, to make some things from glue, to make a pottery. But here is like the session with the art therapist.
I think from what I've seen, it's very difficult for a lot of these guys to hold on to what is beautiful in life. And with the horror that they've seen and experienced, and just being able to sort of like see them reintroduce some of the beauty about life back into their thoughts and processes and art, shows you the progress that they're making away from that trauma. And yeah, it's I think you're right, it is signifying an improvement in their well-being and their mental well-being.
I think it gives them a chance. I think art is very powerful because it enables the individual to see life initially as they've lived it for how many months, how many years, and then as they progress, there is a light at the end of the tunnel that they can see and they can work to, and it's amazing that they have that still in their souls that want to go there, but they have to live the horror first, and by putting it down on paper. I've had a lot of feedback on this from an art therapy group in Kharkiv, where they're working with the children especially, and they ask the children to paint what they feel and what they think. And one child had put, he had the house and he had some flowers in the garden and he had the fence and he had his father back, but yet outside he had the guns, the Russian guns. So although he had a beautiful part, he also had the horror, and it's working that horror out. And you're doing it here, and it shows in your pictures and your speak about different people, and it's really gratifying to hear that you are bringing out this evil and this bad and this black from these people, because you must be experiencing some horrendous stories, and I just can't imagine how it is for you as well. But also, it must be a joyful time when they do come out of this, and
inspire all of
yeah.
our team. Just incredible thing. Like Mykola, which we saw on the first floor, he's like, wow.
Yeah.
He's like the most powerful patient I have ever seen. Has 4 amputations. She's driving a car.
4
He's
amputations.
skiing.
Wow.
No,
I didn't even realise.
He's skiing.
Yeah.
skiing.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's going to.
He walks better than me. Yeah.
He's running. His next goal is to jump from a helicopter, like to use a parachute. It's his dream.
Yeah, he's crazy.
He's like, wow.
not
his
perfectly.
main motto. His main motto, or he's always saying, I hate when someone is crying of being some lazy or something else, because he's saying we have some patients which even doesn't even have only one not difficult amputation, and they're just lazy, they don't want to go to some training sessions. But I'm coming to him and saying, I have 4 amputations, look what I'm doing. I started to drive a car only 3 months ago, and I already drove over 15,000 of kilometers.
Amazing.
Like, wow.
He's an inspiration.
He has an adapted car. So.
And you need people like that. You need them.
Yeah.
So maybe you'll be interested, maybe you know, Jeffrey Hartman and Ukrainian Action, they have a direction of skiing. It's a rehabilitation scheme, and every year I think it's a second or maybe third year that they are making skiing in Ukrainian Carpathian Mountains. Maybe if it will be interesting,
it's quite difficult for rehabilitation center patients, because most of them are militaries and they're not allowed to leave the region where they rehabilitate. So they're not allowed to go to Ivano-Frankivsk region, the Carpathy region, because they're current militaries and they're only treated.
It's just an idea, yeah.
It's more for
maybe for veterans.
More for rehabilitated patients.
Maybe more.
Because
But he's working only with the military guys.
Yeah.
He's working only
But
with the
those
military
who
guys
already-
and their families.
Those who already released from a military combat.
Yeah. If it will be interesting, we can organize meeting just to maybe it will be interesting.
Yeah.
And also second one, we have an idea maybe if somebody like Nicole are ready to negotiate and make a trip, for example, to Europe, in Great Britain, just to talk with different society. Our idea was just to help the family outside of Ukraine are ready to communicate with the family of veterans or just this veteran, with
One mentor, Roman, also military, rehabilitated in our rehabilitation center, and he has quite good English. He has a lower amputee, so
I think it's not about translation because it's
okay.
every time it's somebody is possible to take.
Okay.
It's a question about idea that just to help this the person are ready to go outside of Ukraine and to organize communication lines. Communication between families outside abroad with the families inside, because biggest problem is when people are ready to communicate and that they will feel that somebody abroad are caring about them. And this is it. But it's a big work here just to organize all this communication. That's why an idea that every time Sean and Jenny are going, it's 69th time, 69 runs, 69 convoys from Great Britain here to Ukraine, and it's possible back to go with somebody that's maybe it will be an idea just for rehabilitation for 3 different countries and to organize communications in other countries with the family and with who needs rehabilitation just to support them.
It's quite interesting. I think we can just go into some details.
If you will be interested, maybe we'll talk with
Also
your partners and we
about-
can return to this communication.
And also about skiing, it's also quite complicated about some restrictions for current patients.
Yes, but you know the some part of patients, some part of they are already not inside of military units. They are just veterans.
Discharged.
Because the name of this program it's a veteran scheme. It's I think it will be, of course, if they are in army, it will be more. But I think that it's not a reason to not to see in this direction, because it's a question of possibility to
Yeah, Ukraine again.
Yes.
It's not only about Donetsk region, Lugansk region, or some other which were occupied from the 2022. It's also about the Crimea, which were occupied in 2014. So our war not this in 2014 actually. So yeah, what about the war? We have an occupational therapy rooms here. It's a little bit dark there because there are no training sessions. Uh, Normal apartment. We have a bed there, which helps us to improve fine motoric of patients. Starting from how to make up their bed, how to lay on the bed, how to cope with all the things in the kitchen, how to deal with forks, spoons, knives, and other things. They have adaptive forks, knives, spoons. Just with different types, they are current, they can adjust some things in that just to help them to eat comfortable. They have some things which helps them to improve their reaction and some other things to improve their fine motoric, to improve their curement in mostly patients with a spinal cord injury comes here, and also amputees who is dealing with some common things in their casual life, just to adapt to the new possibilities of their body. So we also have social houses for them. We call it like houses for IDPs more, because when the patient is up to the end of rehabilitation, they can move to the social houses with their relatives, or after the rehabilitations, we provide a house, an apartment for them up to 3 months to live in a non-hospital way, to try to live in a normal apartment, to try to use spoons, forks, knives, and a bed in a normal life without helping of the therapist.
Okay.
Yeah, we are going to build 8 buildings like that with 24 apartments in each. We already built one of them, which we are using from the last year, and the second one is going to come soon, and the third one is going to come also in this year.
Okay.
So it also helps us to release some beds in a rehabilitation center, because they are becoming outpatients for our rehabilitation center, and we can offer some new beds for the new patients, because currently we're having a big queue. The official queue is 50 patients per one bed still.
Wow. Wow.
Even though we expanded our work zone last year with the building of 2 floors here, so currently it's 161 beds, but last year it was only 80, was 85 or something else. So it was 85. Now it's 161, and it's still not enough.
No. And I guess it's good for the families to spend some time together as well and adapt to living back as a family unit. And it's quite challenging, I'd imagine, for them to try and get back into a groove of family life.
Yeah. So this floor is more for resocialization of a patient. We also have a car simulating machine there.
Okay.
We have computers with adaptive like a mouse for them to try to use in normal life. So our main goal is to create all the possibilities for patients to come in a normal life and to be equal to other people, because they have to return their normal life. They have to go to the work. They have to drive a car. Even they have the most like with the most serious injuries. So also in that room, but it's closed actually. Now we have an VR machine to create some simulational trainings for them, to which just adapt some common situations in normal life, like going to a market, like to grab a fruit in a market or some other things in their normal life, just to train how they can cope with these things in their life when they will be released from the rehabilitation center. Just to train, just to realize what are the main difficulties for them in their life, in their normal life, and to try to improve those things in the rehabilitation center, not when they will be released.
Amazing.
It's amazing. With car it's possible to renew, to train a new life. I think it's an incredible job and the big support. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. One more floor and like more, just 2 more floors.
Okay. Thank you for indulging us with this extended tour, because we asked too many questions. Jenny?
I don't know, I'm speechless at the moment. Speechless. It's just so humbling to see these places.
You are the performance of people magic. Да.
И в бассейне так само було, що аварійно більше. Більше це трансплантація, де аварійно.
Тобі з очки можна
В кожній
ставити.
палаті так само є.
Hoist.
Yeah.
Like we called it like it's the name of the company, Goldman.
Okay.
What?
Goldman, it's a Danish company. We have from we have a big diaspora in Brazil, Argentina, even. So yeah, in Canada, the biggest diaspora of Ukrainians is in Canada,
Yes.
in UK. So yeah, we also have in this floor. So generally, this building was not created from the zero. It was previously a clinic, so we renovated it. So in June 2023, we renovated it into the rehabilitation center. It's the last wall we didn't demolish.
Oh, this is the original.
It's like in a USSR creation, some art creation, yeah. But we decided not to demolish it.
No.
Yeah, idea is not so bad. Yeah.
But
If communism actually worked the way the artwork depicted, we wouldn't have had a problem.
No.
Yeah, it looked like a good idea.
so we have physical therapy room here on the fourth floor, and also we have the big equipment.
Wow.
Wall boat. Mostly it is used for spinal cord patients to improve their walking. It's a robotic system which helps our patient to improve their walking by the help of a specialist, and a robotic system which helps them to walk instead of them and to remind them their movements, how to move. They can move on the ground, and the robotic system can handle them in the air, so they can move in the air even. So which is sometimes it's more powerful. And they have some 2 monitors there with some special challenges for a patient to create all this training session in a game mode,
Okay.
to
Super.
success some new achievements to improve their walking.
Yeah.
We also have one adapted for children in our unbroken kits,
Okay.
where children with an amputation with a spinal cord injury can also train there, and also some not wounded by the war children who has an paralyzed central system from the birth. They can also improve their walking because it's they just gained it from the birth. So
Yeah.
we have to cope also with some general things, not only about some war trauma.
It's amazing to see such fantastic technology being used, and yeah, this reminds me of like hydrotherapy, where you don't have the weight on the ground, and you're able to do movements.
It creates a pressure on the legs, and it makes the patient legs to move by themselves. It can help patients to move their legs from the 30% up to 100%. So you can walk instead of them, or can just walk on 30% to help them to walk, because it's up to everyone. What do they feel? How can they walk?
Amazing. And you've got the traditional bars and the more traditional, and even some more machines I see in this room. Gym, like a sort of gym, is it?
Like
With
physical
weights?
therapy.
Yeah. Torture device.
It's more
Torture therapy.
Some of these are shown on Facebook. You see them from this room.
Yeah. And you got the running machines, the more classic equipment. Yeah, I used to call physiotherapy torture therapy. pain therapy. No pain, no gain.
Our fifth floor is more like a war zone where patients are living, where they have some recreation, like a PlayStation, table tennis, like ping pong, like table football, something else. They have a small terrace there. We also have a big one. But
Are you able to show us the prosthesis manufacturing? Or do you not have access?
Yes, sir.
it's like 2 kilometers from here.
Yeah. Say no more.
It was here before, but we moved to the bigger one.
Because you have so much of a demand.
But who drives there, and also I'm not sure if there.
$55 per month.
On this floor, we also have some physical therapy rooms. They're quite similar to those we've seen before. I will show you a map of all our main facilities.
Music company from the